And here we are at Panther Field for the 2A Central Region Tournament. Our first matchup is the 4 seed out of District 2, which is going to be the Cedar Ridge Lady Timberwolves. And the 1 seed out of Region 5 is going to be your hometown Magnet Cove Panthers. And the first pitch from Harville is going to be a ball just inside to the leadoff hitter for Cedar Ridge. That's going to be Madison Jackson, the center fielder. To see what she can do here, as that is actually a called strike and a big wave and a miss off over the off-speed pitch there from Jackson. Puts her down in the count 0-2 here. 0-2 the count here. Harville looking to set her first batter down on a strikeout. And she will. 1, 2, 3. Down she goes swinging. And a great start for Harville here early. So now the catcher, Aubrey Weaver, will step in, and coming in today, she's batting .329. She leads the team in home runs with 7 and is second in RBIs with 21 of them. As she will wave over the top of that one right there and go down the count 0-1. Taken high, so Harville throws her first ball of the game right there as the count goes 1-2. Cedar Ridge, 2A school out of Newark, Arkansas. Lost to Malvern and Enola in the district tournament by only 1 run, and Malvern and Enola went and won the district. They're the 1 seed. That's going to be hit up the first base line softly, and the throw down to first is going to be in time. So she grounds out to Bella right there. So the first 2 have gone down in order, and now the pitcher, Maddie Ryder, will step in. She's leading the team in RBIs and batting average, batting .537 with 22 RBIs. Righty versus lefty matchup here. That one's going to be high and just a bit outside. .1-0 the count here to the 3-hole hitter for Cedar Ridge. And the pitch, that's going to be snapped up the third base line, and that is a hard hit grounder, but Izzy Sawyer takes care of it. And they will go down in order in the top of the first. Panthers bats coming up next. If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas. And we are back here at Panther Field as 1, 2, and 3 are obviously due up here for the Panthers. McCutcheon, Gangoso, and Sawyer. It will be Ryder in the circle here for the Lady Timberwolves. And it's going to be a righty versus righty matchup to start this, as the right-hander Ryder will get set in the circle. And the pitch, that's going to be high there from Ryder as that one rides up, and it will be ball 1. And you wonder if the morning game will hurt either of these teams. This is the early morning first pitch at 10 a.m. And the pitch, that one's going to be high also, and so Marley ahead in the count 2-0 here. I don't think it's going to affect the Panthers, as that dugout is pretty hyped over there on the third base line, as that one's going to be high. So count 3-0, and Ryder having some control issues here. 3-0 the count here to the leadoff shortstop. And the pitch, that's going to be ball 4, and a great walk there from McCutcheon, as Ryder has struggled with the control there in that first at bat, as Gangoso, the center fielder, comes up to the dish. And the throw down is going to be dropped there, as the catcher Weaver throws offline and then dropped there by the shortstop. So a stolen base there for McCutcheon. Count 1-0 here to the two-hole hitting a center fielder, as she will take that one high and outside. Good velocity here from Ryder early, but a lot of control issues. And she's yet to throw a strike in this game. And that one will be fouled down the third base line. So that is going to be strike 1. Count 2-1 here for Gangoso. And the pitch from Ryder. That one's going to be taken high and outside for ball 3. Hitters count here for Alexa. Count 3-1 here. And the pitch. That's going to be a strike right there, as Alexa tried to bunt. And the payoff pitch here from Maddie Ryder is high and outside, so that'll be ball 4. And the Panthers have got something brewing here due to walks in the bottom of the first. And we have a circle meeting, and during this circle meeting, I would like to provide you a message from the Arkansas Activities Association. The schools participating in this regional softball tournament are members of the Arkansas Activities Association, as authorized by their school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulate that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the AAA. Thank you. And we are back to action here at Panther Field, as the coach comes out and talks to Ryder and try, I guess, calm her down a little bit, as she's got runners on first and second because of 2 walks here and no outs. And now Izzy Sawyer comes up to the plate, and she will foul tip that one back, as she tried to bunt right there. 1 runner in scoring position here, as McCutcheon is out there on second. And that ball is going to be hit up to the second baseman, as that will be a ground out there for Sawyer, but the runners advance. And now Brashears will step up. But 2 runners on scoring position, a big RBI opportunity for the catcher. And the pitch. And that one's going to catch the outside corner for strike 1 on Brashears. And the pitch. That's going to be called strike 2. That mound visit, Ryder has found some control here in this at bat with Brashears. 0-2 the count here to number 2. And the 0-2. That's going to be just outside for ball 1. And the 1-2, and that's going to be hit up the third base line softly, but bobbled by the third baseman. So that will score a run for the Panthers as McCutcheon comes home. And an error there by the third baseman. So an error on the third baseman plates the first run for the Panthers as they're up in this contest 1-0 with only one out here in the top of the first. And the 5-hole hitter coming up, Bella Harville. Pitcher versus pitcher matchup right here, righty on righty. As that one's taken outside and the throw cut off to second there by Ryder. So that will be a stolen base for Brashears. One down here in the bottom of the first. Runners on first and second. That ball's going to be hit high and foul and out of play down the first base line. Count 0-2 here for Harville. And the 0-2, and that's going to be in the dirt. And not past enough to get Gangoso home. So count 1-2 here to the pitcher. And the 1-2. That one's going to be inside and in the dirt, so that will be ball 2. Count 2-2 here to number 3. And the pitch. That one's going to be in the dirt. So count goes full for Ryder. Winner of this game goes to the state tournament. And the payoff pitch. That's going to be in the dirt, ball 4. And so that will load the bases with Panthers. And that will get the lineup over to Miss Hadley Harrington, the second baseman. Righty versus righty once more, and the pitch from Ryder, as that one's going to be low for ball 1. That pitch is going to be taken right there for ball 2. And pitch number 25 there from Ryder is ball 3. And you wonder when pitch count becomes an issue for one inning. Right here she is thrown almost 30 pitches, and so that will be a 4-pitch walk, and the Panthers walk a run in. And the Panthers up 2-0 now as Braylon McIntyre had 2 doubles in the district finals last week. Will step up to the plate. And that one just catches the inside of the plate as that will be strike 1 on Braylon. And the 0-1, and that one's going to be fouled back behind home plate, so count goes 0-2. Count 0-2 here to McIntyre, and she will foul that one back. Just stay alive. And the 0-2 and a big wave and a big miss there from McIntyre on the outside pitch, so she goes down swinging. And now then 8-hole hitter Corey Dawson will step in. And we have equipment timeout here on third base as Brashears ties her shoe. Two outs here, bases loaded. RBI opportunity here for Dawson, and the pitch, that's going to be taken outside. And the pitch, and that's going to be fouled back into the netting behind home plate. Count 1-1 here to Dawson. And the pitch. That's going to catch the outside corner of the plate. So that will be strike 2. Count 1-2 here to the first baseman. 2 outs here, bases juiced with Panthers. And the pitch. That's going to be taken just high. So that will be ball 2. And that one is hit high and deep. She's backtracking, and that's out of here! A grand slam from Corey Dawson to straightaway center. And you heard that one off the bat. And oh my taters, what a play there from Dawson to blow this game open early. Wow. The 8-hole hitter comes up with a grand slam. That is insane. Straight away center for the freshman, as this game is now 6-0. Wow. And now the 9-hole hitter, Kara Roberts, will step in as she takes that one low. Count 1-0 here to Roberts. And the pitch. That one's going to be taken inside. Count 2-0 here to the 9-hole hitter, and a big wave and a big miss over the top of that one as she goes into the count 2-1. And the 2-1, and that one's going to be taken inside for ball 3. And the 2-1, and a strike there to Roberts, so count evens itself at 2-2. Count 3-2, Blue says, and that will be ball. That will be ball 4, yes. So that flips the lineup back over to Marley McCutcheon, who walked and had a stolen base in her first at bat in the top of this inning. And the pitch, that's going to be called strike 1. And here's the 0-1 to McCutcheon as she takes that one outside, and the throw down to catch Roberts, and a speedy tag there from Kara. Wow. Just moving around the base paths as the tag will not get there, so a stolen base there for Roberts. Count 1-1, Blue says, and that one's going to be hit up to the shortstop, and that throw is going to be errant, and that will plate another run as the throw home is not on time as it gets thrown back to the pitcher, and so Roberts will score, and the Panthers up 7-0. That's going to be ball one there to Gangoso. And here's the 1-0, and that one's going to be hit foul down the third baseline and out of play. Count 1-1 here to the center fielder. She takes that one high for ball two. And the pitch, that's going to just catch the outside corner for strike two. Runner on third here for the Panthers. And the 2-2, that's going to catch just below the strike zone, so that will go 3-2 in a full count here at Panther Field. And the 3-2 to Gangoso. She's going to take that one high for ball four. So now the three-hole hitter Sawyer, the third baseman, will come up with runners on the corners. And the 0-0. Sawyer's going to take that one high. And the throw to third is not in time. So that will be a stolen base for Gangoso as they try to throw to third instead of second. Here's the 1-0 to Sawyer. She's going to take that one high and outside for ball two. Count 2-0 here to Sawyer. That one's going to be ball three. And we will have a pitching change, and the pitcher now, I believe, is going to be the catcher. So we will be right back after this pitching change. We are back here, and the new pitcher is going to be who used to be the catcher. So now Aubrey Weaver will be in the circle, and Maddie Ryder will be behind the dish as the Panthers have got him on second and third with Sawyer up to bat as she's up in the count 3-0. Panthers have had a great inning here as a grand slam by the 8-hole hitter Corey Dawson opened this game up, and now the Panthers have a 7-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Beautiful day here for softball in the Cove as we've got 4 games scheduled. We've got this one going on right now, and the second game for this 2A Central, the region tournament, that is going to be, if my phone will load, and 2A Central. Next game is going to be Izard County and Bigelow, and then Mount Vernon, Enola and Cutter, and then Central Arkansas Christian and Quitman to round out the day. So count 3-0 here as Weaver steps in to the circle, and her first pitch is going to be called strike one. Count 3-1 here to Sawyer. She's going to barrel that one into the right field gap for a base hit, and 2 runs are going to score. So a 2 RBI single there from Izzy Sawyer. So Panthers go up 9-0 now. Has runner on first here with Brashears, who reached on an error, a throwing error by the third baseman. Comes up to bat. She also had a stolen base in her last plate appearance, as she's going to take strike 1 right there. And here's the 0-1 from Weaver. That one slipped out of her hand, it looks like, and it goes above Brashears' head. As that one is going to be taken right there for ball 2. As that one's going to be hit up and under the third baseman's glove. And that one's going to get past and go to the fence, and an error there from Cedar Ridge. Is that going to be an inside the park home run? And it will be. Wow, a grounder up the third base line that gets under the glove turns into an inside the park home run as the Panthers go up 11-0. Now Bella will come up to bat right here, as she's going to take that one low for ball 1, and the Panthers up 11-0 here. So Harville here up in the count 1-0. She takes strike 1. And here's the 1-1. That one's going to be just inside. Count 1-2 here. Count 1-2, 2 outs here for Harville. And the pitch from Weaver. As that one is going to be outside. Count goes 2-2. As that one's going to be hit sharp left to the second baseman, and the play is not going to be made in time, as it was bobbled by the second baseman. So Harville's able to beat that one out with hustle. So now Hadley Harrington will come up to the plate as she walked in her first at bat, and that one is going to be strike 1. And here's the 0-1 from Weaver. That one's going to be called strike 2. Count 0-2 here for Harrington. And the pitch from Weaver. And the throw down from second is not going to be in time. And the Panthers are being thieves on the base pads this morning, as another stolen base for the Panthers. Count 2-2 here to Harrington. And the pitch, and that one's going to be fouled into the netting. Count stays 2-2 here. No, excuse me. Yes, 2-2. Two outs, and the pitch. That's going to be just a smidge high, so that will be ball I believe 3, but I'm unsure. Let's see what blue says it. We'll have to see right here as that swung on and missed, so that will be a strikeout. The first strikeout of the morning, but not before the Panthers put a double-digit inning up in 1. And we will stay right here because the Arkansas Activity Association is sponsoring this softball tournament. This is a voluntarily non-profit association with some 500 junior and senior high public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be most desirable for high school youth. The Arkansas Activity Association is one of 50 organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which corresponds to those recommended by the National Federation. Thank you to the Arkansas Activities Association for sponsoring this regional tournament. And so Bella Harville comes back into the circle. She's had just a hot minute of a break, let me tell you, as she set Jackson Weaver and Maddie Ryder down in order. So now it's going to be Allie Shaw, the shortstop, to come up here for the Lady Timberwolves. So let's see if Shaw can get something going offensively here for the Lady Timberwolves, as they have struggled thus far. Panthers up 11-0 here in the top of the second. And here's the 0-0 from Harville, as that's going to be just inside for ball 1. And the 1-0, and that's going to be fouled back into the netting. So that will be strike 1. And it seems like Cedar Ridge has a drummer that is probably in band in their dugout and is playing it on. Oh! And a beautiful catch there from Bella as that one's lined back up. And so that will be a out right there, as that is going to be a fly out to Bella. So now J.C. Skaggs, number 10, the left fielder, will come up to the plate. And the 0-0 from Harville is going to be taken on the outside corner for ball 1. Count 1-0 here to the left fielder, and the pitch from Harville. That's going to be ball 1. No, ball 2. No strikes. And here's the 2-0. That one's going to be fouled back out of play for strike 1. Count 2-1 here to the left fielder. And here's the pitch from Harville. That one's going to be inside for ball 3. And here's the pitch. And that one's going to hit Skaggs. So that will be a hit by pitch. So that will get the lineup to Bree Horton, number 23, the first baseman. And the pitch is going to be inside, and the throw down to first is not in time. And here's the 1-0 from Harville, as that one's going to be foul tipped back. Count 1-1 here with one out. Runner on first here for the Lady Timberwolves. And the pitch. And that one's going to be fouled straight back, as the count goes 1-2 for Horton. And the 1-2, and that's going to be fouled back. Count 1-2 here for the first baseman. And the pitch from Harville. And the off-speed gets her looking, and a beautiful off-speed pitch there from Harville sets them down. And so that will be out number 2. And Robertson, the third baseman, will come up to bat. And the 0-0, that's going to be called strike 1. And the 0-1. That's going to be a big wave and a miss from Robertson. And that's going to be a big wave and a big miss there, as Harville sets him down on strikes. Cedar Ridge gets a base runner but can't do anything with it here in the top of the second. Panthers up 11-0, going to the bottom of the second after this break. We're back here at Panther Field as McIntyre's up to bat. And that one's going to be way high and way outside, as that will get off the glove of Ryder. So count 1-0 here to the 7-hole hitter. Here's the 1-0 from Weaver, as that's going to catch the outside corner. Count 2-1. Count 2-1 here for McIntyre. As that one's going to be barreled up and not caught there, and that's going to be extra bases. So another double for McIntyre. She puts her barrel to that one and sends it to left center. And now Corey Dawson, who had the grand slam, to straightaway center. See what she can do here. She's going to take strike one. And the pitch from Weaver, that's going to be outside right there for ball one. As that pitch is going to outside for ball two. And so count 3-1 here to Dawson. That one's going to be fouled back. Full count here for Dawson. No outs, runners on second. And a big wave and a big miss there from Dawson. And so Dawson goes down on strikes. So now Roberts, who walked and had a stolen base in her last at bat, will come up to the plate. Roberts, the 9-hole hitter here. And the pitch. And that's going to be a beautiful bunt, and it's bobbled there by the third baseman. And they're going home, and the play not in time, and so McIntyre was moving, and she makes it home. And so we got one out here, and that will flip the lineup back over to Marley McCutcheon. And the pitch, and they're going to try to throw her down to second, and she will be tagged out in time. So that will be the second out. Pickoff there from to second is successful from home plate. So now 0-1 as McCutcheon's going to take strike two. And here's the 0-2 as McCutcheon's going to foul that one down the third base line and out of play. Oh, 2 still the count. And the pitch. That one's going to be hit high and into right field. And the right fielder calls it and catches it. And so that will set them down. Brooklyn Wright makes the catch out there in right field, but not before the Panthers score one more. Panthers up 12-0 after 2. If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas. If you're looking for a hidden gem, and we are back here at Panther Field as Harvard looks to continue her work here in the top of the third. As it will be Clara Gooch up to bat. So the second baseman right here down the count 0-1 as she fouled that one off. And she will take that one inside. And here's the 0-2 from Harville. That will be ball one. And a big wave and a miss there from the second baseman, so she will set her down on strikes. So now Brooklyn White, or the right fielder, number 9, will step in. And a big wave and a big miss over the top of that one from Harville's. Count goes 0-1. And the pitch. It's going to be a big wave and a big miss for strike two. And that one's going to be hit high. See if it will get out of play, and it will. So that will stay the count 0-2. Garcia over there by Sawyer, but just gets out of play. And the off-speed pitch will just miss outside. Count 0-2. Count now goes 2-2 after two consecutive balls here from Harville. And the 2-2 and a big wave and a big miss there from Brooklyn White as she goes right, as she goes down there on strikes. And so that will flip the lineup back over to Madison Jackson, who struck out swinging her first attempt. And that one's going to be fouled back. And the pitch, and that's going to be fouled back there as the count goes 0-2 to the leadoff hitter for Cedar Ridge. And here's the 0-2 from Bella. as she is going to be hit on the foot there, so she will be awarded first base. So now the catcher Weaver will step in to the batter's box. That one's going to be fouled back. This count goes 0-1 to the 3-hole hitter. Now the pitcher, formerly the catcher. And here's the 0-1, as that one's going to be fouled back. And the count goes 0-2. That one's going to be hit into left field. Roberts judges it and will make the catch. So they go down here in the top of the third. We will be back with the bottom of the third after this break. We are back here at Panther Field as Gangoso is going to be the leadoff hitter for the Panthers. So 2, 3, and 4 due up right here. As that one's going to be lined up the third base line, and that's going to be fair. That's going to be extra bases for Gangoso. They're going to try to get her to third. And the throw, she's going to get down, and she's going to be safe. And a beautiful slide there from Gangoso. And that ball just hit in the very far corner of the ballpark. So runner on third here, no outs, and Sawyer up to bat. So a 2 RBI double in her last, a 2 RBI single in her last at bat for Sawyer. She's going to line that one, and just a smidge foul. Panthers really seeing it well here out of the hand of Weaver. So I have to see if she can get Gangoso home, as she's a mere 60-some-odd feet away. And she's going to line that one foul and out of play and into the parking lot. So count 0-2 here for Sawyer. Count 0-2. And a big wave and a big miss there on the off speed. So that will set Sawyer down on strikes. So Brashears had that weird inside the park home run that was based off an error in her last at bat. That one's going to be outside for ball 1 to the catcher. And the 1-0, and that's going to be a bump put down, but it will be foul. Count 1-1 here, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. And the pitch, that's going to be outside for ball 2. Count 2-1 here to number 2. And that bunt's going to be foul. So now the count 2-2 for the catcher. See what Weaver offers up on the 2-2 here to Brashears. And the pitch, that's going to be foul tipped back as Brashears stays alive. Two still the count, and the pitch from Weaver. And that off speed's going to be high, so count goes full. Count 3-2. And the payoff, that's going to be hit high and foul out of play. So full count here, 1 out for the cleanup hitter. And we'll do the payoff once more as that one's going to be inside, and that's going to be a walk for Brashears. Now Harville will come up to bat. She reached. And she stole second somehow. I looked down to do my stats, and I looked up. We have 2 runners in scoring position for the Panthers. So Bella's got a good RBI opportunity if she could drive one to the outfield, and the 0-0, and that's going to be off the pitcher. So good hustle there from the Timberwolves. Doesn't let a run score. Now the count 1-0 here as Weaver looks to offer something to Harville. And the pitch, that's going to be fouled up the third base line. Count 1-1 here to Harville. And that one's going to be hit into right field. The right fielder coming on, going to make the play. And the throw home is not going to be in time. And so now they're going to try to score 2 on the sac fly as she is going to be called out. And I thought she was under the tag, but they're going to call her out. So they're going to call her out at home plate, but the Panthers score 1 here in the bottom of the third. They're up 13-0 after 3. We'll be back with the top of the 4th after this break. are back here at Panther Field as it's going to be Maddie Ryder to lead off. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Lady Timberwolves as the lefty steps in. As that one's going to be strike one. And the 0-1, that's going to be just outside. And the 0-2, and that one's going to be outside. So now the count 1-2. And the pitch, that one's going to be poked foul down the third base line and out of play. And the pitch, that was going to be up the first base line and caught there by Dawson, so that will take care of Ryder. So now Allie Shaw, number 16, the shortstop, will check in to the right-handed batter's box. And the 0-0, and that one's going to be belted foul and out of play. That one's going to be fouled back into the bricks of the press box, and so count goes 0-2. Two strikes here, no balls, as that one's going to be fouled back, and Shaw stays alive. We got some elementary kids getting excited for this game as the hometown Panthers are up 13-0 here in the top of the fourth. We have time called by the batter as Shaw will take one more practice swing before she steps into the box. And here's the 0-2 from Harville, and another pitch is fouled back, and Shaw's just staying alive. And we will have a circle meeting, so we will be right back here on the Cove High School East YouTube page after this circle meeting. And we are back here at Panther Field as Shaw fouls another one. Excuse me there, guys. Had some admin come up here and had me to announce something. So we are back here at Panther Field as Harville's working the 0-2. That will be ball one. So count 1-2 here to Shaw, and the pitch from Harville. And the off speed's going to get her looking on strike three. And so Skaggs will come up here, 2 down here in the top of the 4th. So we are back here as the count is 0-1 here to Skaggs. And here's the 0-1 from Harville. That one's going to be line fouling out of play down the first base line. So now 2 strikes here on Skaggs, and the pitch from Harville. That one's going to be line foul out of play. Count still 0-2 here to the left fielder. And here is the 0-2 from Harville. So that one will be low and ball 1. As the count goes 1-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th, and the pitch. That one's going to be fouled off down the first base line. Skaggs still down the count 1-2 to the junior Harville. And the pitch. That's going to be just outside. And the 2-2, and a big wave and a big miss there from Skaggs. And so Harville sets her down on strikes, and that will do it for the top of the 4th. We'll be back with the bottom of the 4th after this break. If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas. So it now will be Hadley Harrington up to bat. It will now be Hadley Harrington up to bat here for the Panthers, who has a walk and a strikeout on this morning, I shall say, as she takes strike 1 on the outside corner. And some college baseball news. Alabama has fired their head baseball coach, Brad Bohannon. Suspicious wagering on the LSU game on April 28th. Some news coming out of the SEC this morning is that. And so that will be strike 2 there on Harrington. And here's the 0-2, and she's going to take that one low. And over on the baseball field, Episcopal is taking care of Quitman. I believe they said it was 12-0 last time I heard, but that's been a couple innings. Episcopal could definitely pound on some more runs in those innings. So that is as of last update, as a big wave and a miss there, but a drop third strike, and the hustle down from Harrington pays off. And so now she gets on base due to a drop third strike. And that is exactly why we hustle, ladies, is so you can get on base on those drop third strikes if they go past the catcher. And so now Braylon McIntyre will come up, who's 1 for 2 on the afternoon or morning, so you're saying afternoon. And she takes a big rip at that one, and the throw down to first is not in time. So the freshman here looking to get on base. Runner on first for the Panthers. And a big wave and a big miss on the off speed. So 0-2 the count here to McIntyre. She's going to look at that one just a smidge outside. The count goes 1-2. And a big wave and a miss, but that will advance the runner. So McIntyre goes down on strikes, but the runner advances to second. Now Corey Dawson comes up, who's 1 for 2 on the afternoon, morning, with a grand slam and a strikeout, and that's going to be ball 1 taken. And the 1-0, and that's going to be a big wave to miss there from Dawson. That one's going to be outside for ball 2. Count 2-1 here. And the pitch, that's going to be fouled back. Count goes 2-2. And the 2-2. That's going to be outside, so count goes full. And the pitch, and that one's going to be fouled back from Dawson as she stays alive and the count's still full. So full count here for the 8-hole hitter. And the pitch, and that one's going to be inside. And so that is going to be a walk or a hit by pitch. Did she hit her? Okay, that's going to be a walk. I couldn't tell if it hit her on the ankle or not, so that's going to be a walk issued to Dawson, and Harrington will advance 60 more feet as the 9-hole hitter comes up here with 1 out. And the pitch, and a beautiful bunt there from Roberts, and the bunt there, and by Roberts. They get the tag out at third, though, so they get the lead runner. So Roberts reaches on fielder's choice right there. That flips the lineup back over to Marley McCutcheon. And that one is going to be barreled but caught there by the shortstop. So good play there from Shaw, but Panthers don't score any in this bottom frame. The first bottom frame, they haven't scored any this morning. But Panthers up 13-0 after 4. We are back here with the top of the 5th. So it will be Bree Horton who steps into the batter's box, the first baseman. And it looks like Bigelow just got here as they play the next game against Izard County. The 3 seed versus the 2 seed. Panthers have really got this one in control right here as they're up 13 runs here in the top of the 5th. And that pitch is going to be just outside for ball 2. And so count 2-0 here to Horton. And the pitch, that's going to be fouled straight back, so that will be strike 1. So count 2-1 here for Horton as she lines that one foul, and count evens itself at 2-2. And here's the 2-2 from Harville as the off-speed will just miss. So now the count full here to Horton. And the pitch. And a big wave and a big miss, and she sets Horton down on strikes. So now Robertson, the third baseman, will step in, number 20. And a big wave and a big miss from her. And the sun is shining bright here at Panther Field this morning, as we are in the 5th inning of this first game. And the pitch and a big wave and a miss there once more from Robertson. So now the count 0-2. And that one's going to be barreled for a base hit. So that will put a runner on first as Robertson gets the base hit. And now Clara Gooch will step in. One out. We'll see if the Panthers can roll a double play to get out of this inning, or if the Lady Timberwolves keep it going. As that's another wave and a miss, and she's quickly down the count 0-2. And the bunt up the first base line is going to get Gooch out right there. So now 2 outs. So now Brooklyn White, the 9-hole hitter, looks to keep it going as they've got a runner in scoring position right here. And she's going to line that one to Hadley Harrington, and that's going to do it, and that will be ball game. So run rule comes in effect here in the 5th. Panthers take the win and are moving on to the state tournament in Greenland next week. So what a good game here from the Panthers. The highlight of the game is going to have to be the Corey Dawson grand slam in the first inning, as the Panthers put a lot of runs, let me tell you, on the board today, as they put up 13 runs and get it done in 5 innings. So we are final here at Panther Field. So thank you for tuning in here on the Matacove High School East YouTube Network. I'm Dalton Reed, and I am signing off here for the first game of the 2A Central Region Tournament.